Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, please click like and subscribe. And if you click the little bell down in the right-hand corner, you'll be notified of any future video uploads. Your deceased ones have a message for you. It's around the holiday season and they are knocking at my doors. So take a moment and think of a loved one that you would like a message from. And sometimes you might need to pause the video and just think of one person. Of course, you can always come back and think of another person and pick a different pile. So I welcome you to do that if you have more than one. So without any further ado, we shall get the message from pile number 1. If you selected this, your message starts now. So your loved ones want you to know that there's a situation where you're going to be moving out of. So release your control over it. It could be very frustrating, but you're just surrender and move on. This is their message. Surrender from it. Don't fight it. Don't try to get your way is important. It's not. They're saying this is just ridiculous that you're going through this, and it's causing quite a bit of pain, of loss. Now, this can also be the pain of loss of your loved one, missing them, and there's a memento that you might have recently looked at or reviewed. This can be pictures, this can be an object that just kind of brought a tinge of a little bit of pain as you had that memento of their loss. So you are in their thoughts and prayers, and they're very focused on you, and they're holding up the hand, and they're saying, we are still fully aware. Why do they say we? Why do they say we? Are you with someone else? You said we. Oh, there's more than one loss here. Okay, gotcha. Wow, this is painful for you guys that picked one, because it looks like you might have had more than one loss that's affecting you. So you have like a waiting line of people here that want to contact you. So this person is just like, hold up, there's a line. So this is a year of change for you. And of course, this wheel is up in the heavens, and they are looking after you as you go through these big changes that you're going to be going through. And for some of you, this is saying goodbye to certain people in your life. So they're actually, for you guys who chose pile number 1, there actually could be someone else that you're saying goodbye to, or someone else you never got to say goodbye, because he is looking in the other direction. He's looking in the other direction like he didn't see the person ready to leave. So I think maybe you didn't get to say your last goodbye, but this person is saying that it's okay. Sometimes, life isn't perfect and death isn't perfect. And so they just want you to move on with your path of where you're going. Focus to where you're going. Don't focus on the loss, for very long. Focus on the bright things that are going to be happening in your life. And this person is still with you. I feel like some of you guys who picked pile 1, are nature-based. That maybe you planted a tree or you did something in their memory. There could have been a special plant at their memorial that you remember. There's something nature-based about this for those who lost number 1. So they're very much a part of your life, even still. For those of you who chose number 2, your pile begins with happy family times. So your person is saying, wow, I was a part of your family. Now I'm over the rainbow bridge. Look at this. It's a rainbow bridge, and they're all holding hands. You're all connected and honoring this person. There could have been a family gathering, and you were talking about the person. It could be the holidays, and you're talking about them. So you have brought in their energy. And wow, their energy is strong. King of Cups. Oh my gosh. So this could have been a male figure for some of you. If it was feminine, she was a strong woman, but otherwise this could be, there's a lot of masculine cards here. So I'm thinking, if you were thinking of a feminine person, and they are very, very strong, but they conquered whatever they were battling with on earth. That's the 7 of Wands. They conquered it in the spirit world, and they're free. They're free now, and they're just galloping along on the other side. They do want to say that there could be a situation, those of you who chose pile number 2, where you're angry about something happening. Maybe after they passed, there was some unfairness, or there was some poor treatment by family members or people who were close to this person. So they just want you to move past that, get past the anger, and realize that they're free now, And stuff is only stuff. That's their message for you. Stuff is only stuff. It's not where I am. It's memories for you, because they're free. And so they want you to make sure that if you are angry about something, just to let that go, because they're in a good place. They're very happy and they're very connected to you. Those who selected pile number 3, your loved ones want you to dig in and see it through to completion. In other words, there's something going on in your life where your loved ones are saying, persevere, push through this. You're going to do it. See it to completion. For some of you, you're really hurting over the holidays, and they are sending you comfort and hug, love. If they could, they really miss that physical hugging contact. And even if you didn't hug them a lot, they still miss the comfort that they could provide to you. So they just want you to know that they watch over you all the time. There's no sleeping on the other side. So they're watching over you, and they know that you're going to rise above a situation. See how high he is? You're going to rise above a situation. Now, some of you may have not traveled to the grave or done anything with the ashes because he's holding a container. They're not concerned about that. We have busy lives, and they're not in their ashes and the grave site. You don't have to visit them. They're not there. They're in the spirit world. So they want to tell you guys that chose pile 3 not to have any guilt over not visiting or doing something with their ashes. Now look at this. For some of you, it's like, oh yeah, this is a reminder. See that little box? That's funny that we're just talking about that, and he's opening up a little box maybe to spread the ashes. So some of you are like, oh crap, I just remembered, I should do that. I should spread those ashes out. And it's okay. Some of them may have given some very specific instructions, and some of you just can't carry it out the way that they intended, and they want you to know that it's okay. That it's okay. You do what you think is best, and it's good for them. So that's important for some of you to know. And they're with you in the holidays. Look at that. Eating the turkey, the Christmas holidays, the cranberries. I feel like for some of you, they used to bake something very, very special. And it's like, oh my gosh, who's going to bring that now because they're passed over? And they're saying, we're having feasts on the other side. Some of you, somebody might like blueberries. I feel like they made something with blueberries in it, or they were a fan of blueberries. At any rate, they are in spirit at the holiday gatherings, and they know that their chair will be empty and someone else will be sitting there, and they just want you to know that life is full of cycles. People come, people go. There'll be a day where you pass away when you're old, and the cycles just continue. But there's a lot of happiness when you go home on the other side, so they want you to know that they can still be with you at these family gatherings, and they do want to say like a happy holiday to some of you. They don't want you like sad memories. They want you to really have a good time at the holidays. Play cards like they would have played cards, and the games and all the visiting and catching up. Some of you have lost touch with your relatives, and they indicate that that's okay. We have a different kind of future coming. So, it's not like you have to be in touch with relatives. That's the old way of living. And they said, you do what works for you, and they send you the blessing.